Hello. So I was chatting with a friend yesterday, and the talk reminded me of a story of a Zen master, and this is one of my absolute favorite stories of all time. So there was a Zen master somewhere in Japan probably, and he was out at a small eatery for lunch, and the young girl, his server, who was serving him, was very graceful in her approach, and she was very courteous, and she just served him very nicely with a smile on her face all the time. And the Zen master, being a Zen master, because they're a very unique breed, if I may. So he smiled at her all through, and then at one point he just called her close and said, "Young lady, you have been very kind, and I am very, very happy with the way you've served me, so I want to offer you a gift." And the young girl was very surprised, and yet she quickly gathered herself and thanked the Zen master for the compliment and was ready to receive her gift. At this point, the Zen master picked up a pair of tongs, and on his table there was a little cup with tinders of coal, which was being used to heat up one of the dishes probably. So he picked up a burning hot tinder, and held it out towards the girl. Now this girl was very smart, so what she did was she was wearing this lovely kimono, which is a dress which has a lot of flowing sides. So she just wrapped up a piece of her dress around her palm, and held it out with the cloth on top, wrapped around the palm. And the Zen master put the burning tinder on her hand, on top of the wrapped hand. And the girl thanked the master, ran back to the kitchen. Of course, it had burned a hole through her kimono, and she just dumped it into a bin and changed into another set of clothes. She was a little perplexed as to why the Zen master had done that, but she was also a very smart kid. So what she did was she went back out and saw that the Zen master was right there finishing his last cup of tea, and she smiled at him as she walked up to him and said, "Sir, you've been so kind that I want to reciprocate your kindness, and I too wish to offer you something in return." And the Zen master smiled at her again and said, "Of course, please tell me what you have for me." So the girl picked up the same pair of tongs, and she picked up another burning tinder from a piece of coal from that bowl, which was still quite almost red hot, and held it out towards the Zen master. At this point, the Zen master pulled out a cigarette and lit it up and said, "Thank you very much, my dear." So amazing the presence of mind these Zen masters would have, and it makes me wonder as to how often we miss out on opportunities of making certain moments so beautiful just because we look at them in a certain way, just because we cannot see the lighter, the brighter side of it. For those of us who get to that point of awareness, every single situation is an opportunity to do something beautiful and spread the love often. I hope you like this story, and it's been a while I've published any, but I'm very happy to put this out there. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, send me a word, let me know how you liked it. And like always, I appreciate your time, so thank you for listening in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one, folks.